Hi y'all, Sarah here from Homestead Engraving Business and Life. If you're new to our channel, my husband Matt and I run the successful Etsy business Homestead Engraving. Today I'm going to show you our top 3 sellers for spring 2020. As we're just getting into spring, we are finding out what our top sellers are going to be for this season, and I'm going to share those with you today. One of the things I notice a lot with Etsy shops is that they have seasonal sales. Maybe they sell items that only sell at Christmas time. Maybe they sell something specific for a certain event or holiday. I think that is one of the biggest mistakes most Etsy shops make. I'm going to show you our 3 best sellers for spring 2020, and we're just about to enter spring 2020. So these are what I think are going to be our best sellers based on already how the weeks coming into spring are going. On my computer here, our shop, if you're not familiar with us on Etsy, we are Homestead Engraving, and my husband Matt and I have been selling on Etsy since 2015. I'm going to bring you down to our best spring seller for 2020, and that is our Easter egg. One thing we really believe is important is looking at all the holidays and just kind of seeing how we can use what we already make to accommodate those events or holidays or things so that we can continue getting sales throughout the year. Nothing worse than having like a really great month and then not selling anything the next month. So as we're getting closer to Easter, one way we've done that is we found an item that we could sell for Easter, and that's our Easter eggs. They have just been one of our top sellers. We just started selling them in 2019, and we still only have 2 styles available. With 2 font options. We're keeping it pretty basic and simple as we're starting, and of course we know since this is selling well, we can come up with a variety of ways to extend that. A lot of people have been using our eggs for pregnancy announcements, and that's another way we can capitalize and maybe make another listing geared towards that baby Easter announcement, something that we wouldn't have thought of otherwise. Our shop specializes in personalized laser engraved gifts. If your shop personalizes in something else, I think definitely as we're getting into spring, you should have something ready for Easter. So many places really you can go with that. We're excited to add some colors over the next couple of years and kind of see what we can do for that. So let's go on to our second best seller of the season for spring, and that is our keepsake boxes. So I have those pulled up on my screen here. Our keepsake boxes, again, are something we added to our site based on seeing a need. We had been selling items for baptisms for a while, and we realized that a lot of times in April, it tends to be First Communion season. We thought, how can we find something that will work for First Communion? So again, just kind of seeing the events that are happening throughout the year. First Communions are in April, usually around Easter. This design was actually created by one of our friends, and they gave us the rights to use it. It was a custom piece we made for their kiddo, and it's just really been a great seller, and we're so grateful for customers who help us come up with some really great ideas. Our keepsake boxes are really kind of fun because they can be customized for any event. Again, I'm talking about communions because that is the majority of what these sell for. However, we've managed to find other ways to utilize them as well. So this is just a simple little gift, and we engrave it based on the customer's requests. They pick their event: Holy Communion, baptism, christening, confirmation, graduation, or other. Graduation's one that we needed to fill a need as well. So for spring, a lot of these are for First Communions, and then they just type in the name of the kiddo that they want on here, as well as the date they're getting baptized. So kind of fun, real simple, easy to create, and something else to look at as far as coming out with seasonal items so you can continue selling throughout the year. All right, I'm gonna bring you back to our shop for the third and final bestseller, and stick around because I have a surprise for you at the end of this video. Our third bestseller is our personalized religious gift blocks, and I have a picture of those on the screen now. And our religious gift blocks have been one that has sold pretty consistently throughout the year for baptisms, which is really fun, and christenings and things like that. But we tend to ramp up our sales in the spring. And I don't know if more kiddos get baptized or there's more christenings in the spring or what exactly that's about. But again, sometimes we do sell these for first communions. We've even sold these for confirmations as well. What can we do? What can we make that's going to hit these marks that's going to keep us selling through the year? And those are our three biggies. So another thing I like to do in our shop as we're changing seasons, right now we have our featured items are at the top of our page here. And if you look at our featured items, you can see it's just kind of a variety of things right now. Some cups, some stamps, a cutting board, some glasses, and a piggy bank. So what I like to do, and if you have a new shop, I suggest you do this as well, is I like to click Edit Shop up here, and I like to go down, and right here you're going to see a little pencil. Click that, go back up, and you can change the layout. That just means, here I'll show you real quick. That just means the way it's laid out. Depending on what type of Etsy account, you can do less or more with this. So standard grid, you can see they have like the 4 pictures. I'm gonna click this button here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to enter our best sellers because they're already selling for spring. Let's get them up here. So I'm just gonna type in egg, and that should pop up. Select that one. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna take out, I'm not sure if I'm gonna, which ones of these I'm gonna use, so I'll take out a couple. I want that first communion box. Let's do first. That's not what I meant. I want this one too though. All right, so I added the baptism block already since that one came up. I think we call this keepsake box. All right, so we have quite a few varieties. This one is actually a wine box, but we have quite a few varieties that it's showing right now with different styles. And a surprise one that I'm working on, and just some other good stuff. So I picked the one I want to add there, and I'm gonna pick out what order I want these in. So I want it to look really beautiful. I love this pastel color from these cups, so I'm gonna keep those in there. And then I think I'm going to put, well, since Easter is coming up, I might do some kid cups. So I just need to decide if I want the ones with the straw or the other ones. Let's go ahead and put these up here. They have some fun colors. And I'm gonna space these out a little bit so I kind of have some variety. So again, the first 2 pictures are gonna be the largest. So I'm gonna switch this around to the Easter egg since that's our best seller. And then our cups block. So we've got some space. And I like to actually delete these extra ones because otherwise sometimes they pop up. And I think it is, oh, I love it. How awesome does that look, you guys? Wow. And now when somebody comes to our shop, they're going to see our best sellers and some colorful, fun spring colors right at the top to keep your shop relevant. As Easter comes to a close and such, we're gonna move these things away from the top. They're gonna move towards the back of our shop. And you guys, we always keep this stuff. I just noticed our Easter eggs are listed. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Okay, so we call them our best sellers because they're our best sellers in our shops. But how funny is this? Look at this. Our Easter eggs, best sellers. Our baptism block, best seller. Our keepsake box, best seller. They all have the badge, so that's really cool. We keep changing this throughout the year. As spring comes to a close, we're going to be going into graduation season and Mother's Day and things like that. So that's what's going to be on the agenda for later this spring. But these are our top 3 sellers for early spring. Now I've got something really cool. I want to show you guys a little sneak peek at our new item. And by the time this video comes out, I think you're going to be able to purchase it in the link below. I actually haven't even opened the box yet, so I'm very excited. I'll start with the one that's closest to what we have now. This is going to be our new keepsake box, and I really like this company. We had a trial one come out, so I know that I just love them. Their latches are much stronger, their boxes are much sturdier. I just love how nice the corners look. I don't know if you can see that detail. I'll turn it really slow. Love it. And then we'll engrave our details for First Communions and other religious events or whatever right on the front for our customers. I'm so excited to open. You guys asked, and now we have a dark stained version. Oh, look at that. I didn't even open the other one. Oh my goodness. Look at this, you guys. Nice felt in there. It's so soft. These are gonna make the perfect keepsake boxes for those little rosaries and everything else you get at your First Communion. So love it, love it. And then our other big request we got, well, I'm gonna have to do some digging. It looks like it's on the bottom. All right, so the other thing I am really excited about is you guys asked for something much larger, and we listened and we found a much larger, look at this dark stained one, box. And this is gonna be so perfect. I'll go ahead and I will add some photos. I will add some photos somewhere around here of how we can just fit everything from baptism or First Communion or just that special life event right in the box for the kiddo. So I'm so excited for these new products, and by the time this video is up, these will be available and you can find them in the link below. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got some great tips on how you can keep your Etsy sales hopping through the spring and into summer. Glad you got to see me again.